Let me bring Steve Hayes in. Steve, to that extent, do you now maybe understand this phenomenon?
Look, I think I've understood the phenomenon for quite a while. The question is whether it's ultimately going to be successful and lead to the Republican nomination. Donald Trump had a good night, and the numbers that you point to of the people who said, of the South Carolina Republican primary voters who said that telling it like it is was the most important candidate characteristic, which was 16% of the electorate. You're right, 77% of them said that Donald Trump was their candidate. I think that's an opportunity for the non-Trump candidates in the race when you look at what Trump has said on a variety of positions, whether it was for the Iraq War or against the Iraq War, whether he likes the Obamacare mandate, whether he opposes Obamacare. He's been on many sides of these issues, as you and I have discussed a number of times, and I'm a little surprised that other candidates haven't criticized him for that. Not necessarily
that's all
just
he's heard
on an
all week.
ideological.
It's Trump that is saying, yes, I once had these positions. Now, I guess for some people, and what voters are deciding is, do they believe that he's going to build the wall? Does he believe that he's going to repatriate money? Is he going to be tough on ISIS, the strength that he's projecting? And obviously, the voters are saying, yeah, they believe him. Otherwise, there wouldn't be.
But no, I think you're right, and I think that's a fair point. I would say that in some cases, Trump hasn't had these positions in the distant past. He's had them in a matter of consecutive days. I mean, he said he embraced the Obamacare mandate in a town hall just the other day, and then the next day he said he wants to undo Obamacare. He's had many of these kinds of things, and my point simply is this:
that's not true.
Other candidates.
Listen, I have interviewed him on health care, and I've got to interrupt you for 1 second because I have Newt Gingrich on the phone. But I've interviewed him many times. And now for the last 6 interviews, he's explained he wants portability, buying across state lines, health care savings accounts.
Well, why did he say
and he's been very consistent
the other day, then? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm only telling you, as somebody who's interviewed him a lot on radio and TV, he keeps giving me the same answer, but nobody ever reports on it, which I find interesting.